You're watching FIFA Predicts, predicting the big games in the football world via the medium of FIFA 20 computer versus computer. Today it's the last 16 clash between Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. And with me is Ian Five Ankles.
Ian Five Ankles.
Ian Simeone and his winning cronies are at Anfield. Is there confidence in the Atletico camp?
Well, they can be as confident as they like, Anthony. If they're camping, it's going to put them at a distinct disadvantage. I mean, I've never had a decent night in a tent, no matter how many blow-up mattresses I bring. I think the Spanish players will be kicking themselves that they haven't booked a hotel for this.
Anfield nights in Europe are so special, aren't they, Ian? Because they all wave scarves and they play that song, which is unique to Liverpool and Celtic. And Feyenoord in Holland and a couple of German teams, and I think FC Tokyo, very specially.
As long as they're not playing any of those teams, that song gives them a huge advantage.
They prepared for this game by losing to Watford, which was very clever. It shows them how it feels to go a goal down, Ian.
Yeah, and they'd forgotten that. And they actually enjoyed it so much they lost to Chelsea on purpose as well.
That's always the danger. You can become addicted to losing. It's intoxicating. I mean, look at Spurs.
Yep.
Liverpool, they've got a throw-in coach, but surely this is a bit much, isn't it? Deliberately putting the ball into touch just so they can put it into practice.
I think so, yes. I mean, there's one word for where Atletico have Liverpool. They have them...
Beaten?
Well, not beaten yet. No, they have them...
In their pockets?
No, that's more than one word.
Well, you could shorten it to one word if you made a hashtag out of it. In their pockets. Hashtag in their pockets.
Rattled is the word. Rattled.
Or rattled.
Yeah, that's what you need to say, rattled. They have Liverpool rattled. They're really nervous. They're under pressure. They can see Diego Costa prowling around the subs bench like a caged animal. I mean, since they won the league in December, they've not been under this kind of pressure. This game will be the making or breaking of them.
And things went from bad to worst. Hey, that's good because they're German.
They're not German, they're Spanish.
Yes, they are. And things went from high to chorizo low. With two sweeping moves across the box. Only one of them was put in, but that made the difference. The ball in the back of the net, Ian. Analyse that.
Well, Robertson, we can see, is too tired to defend out on the flank, so Van Dijk wanders over, but that just means the whole team is badly out of shape. It's like Liverpool are perceived as a Rolls Royce, but when they came out of the garage for this game, everyone saw they're just a little beaten-up tricycle being ridden by a tiny man who doesn't know where the brakes are.
The away goals rule means that they need 3 to progress now. I mean, that's hold on to your hats time, Ian.
Yeah, is that like squeaky bum time at Old Trafford?
It's squeaky bum hats.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to wear a hat like that.
Salah going for the Hollywood moment there when he should have perhaps settled for a cat clip on YouTube. It was balletic, but ultimately pathetic.
Well, that's ballet in a nutshell, Anthony. I mean, this had all the elements of your black swans, your nutcrackers, but you didn't have to spend 200 quid to sit miles away and stare at it through tiny binoculars.
Yes, for that experience, you'd have to go to West Ham Stadium.
Yeah.
Liverpool threw the kitchen sink at Atletico, but the Spanish caught that sink expertly, plumbed it in without a fuss, and even installed an adjoining bidet.
In the kitchen?
And there was even time to dry their hands leisurely once they'd scored their second. It's party time, Ian.
Yeah, and actually the scorer was called Party.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, what an amazing coincidence. You said party time and it was Party who scored.
So there we have it, full time. There was not to be another miracle of Istanbul like we saw at Anfield against Barcelona. They're out of Europe, they're out of the FA Cup. They won the league about 6 months ago. What are they going to do with all this time on their hands?
I can only assume their title parade is going to be the most spectacular choreographed title parade in history. If it's just them drinking champagne on a bus and waving a bit, questions have got to be asked. They have time to organise something with 9 costume changes, a dance routine and Klopp on a motorbike. I want to see Sadio Mane parachuting into the top deck of the bus and then giving birth to Mo Salah. It needs to be good, Anthony. I'm serious about this. I'll say this directly to you guys at Melwood. It needs to be flipping good. You hear me?
Now, competition time. Predict the score of the real game in the comments section below. Get it right and you'll win this prize. And congratulations to last time's winners. You're winners with these winners. See you next time on FIFA Predicts. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.